Bhn Powerpack. I'm Dr. Darrell Wolf. This is DocStar TV, and today I have three beautiful master practitioners. Okay, we're going to be going to Calgary, Alberta. We're going to be going to Toronto, Canada, and then we're going to be we're also going to be going to, and we're going to be starting off with Australia down under. Okay, and before I start, I just want to, I was just talking to these beautiful ladies, and I was just talking about the way it used to be is not the way it is. Isn't it the craziest thing that not only has the world changed, but we haven't changed? As the world changed, we need to change. The rules cannot apply. You have to be ready to pivot and give it. If you're not ready to pivot and give it, you're not going to be able to live it. Trust me. I'm telling you that right now. And I'm telling you because of the business I'm in. I get to have this full panoramic view of what's going on. I'm going to tell you, when I was in my early 30s, okay, do you know what we were dealing with? Arthritis, eczema, psoriasis, which psoriasis is just the big brother of eczema. They're the same thing. So don't think they're two different conditions. But the reality is I was dealing with arthritis and skin conditions, constipation, colitis, okay, asthma, allergies, okay. That was a lot of that. You would get the odd cancer, the odd heart disease, and it's not because when I was in 32 that people are going, oh, he's too young. No, I'm telling you right now, there wasn't a lot of this. Go back there, if you can remember, and go back. Now, let me just say this. I used to sell supplements. I don't sell supplements now. I sell nutraceuticals. There's a difference. A supplement is something, it can be something natural, but it doesn't necessarily have to be natural. It doesn't have to be organic either. But I sell nutraceuticals. Every one of my products are organic, but they're the highest vibration because you can test vibration. They have the least toxicity, like no toxicity. I can't say no, but the least of any of the products. I guarantee you that most of our products are cutting edge. And when people don't want to carry them, they're carrying cheaper products because they want to sell cheaper products. The reality is the quality's actually in there, but does anybody why I moved from supplement to nutraceutical? Because we had to bring up our vibration. You can't tell me for 1 second, not 1 second, that back in the 80s, okay, back in the 80s, that it was a way different life. A way different life. Oh, so there was their stresses, but they weren't coming onto us with this whole media thing. They weren't coming onto us with blue light and 5G and 4G and GMOs and glyphosate and just poisoning us. And guess what? Back then, when they would get caught poisoning us, they'd get shut down. Now they're going, shit, we don't need to be shut down because guess what? The population can't come together. They're so divided between the religion, the color, the language, the habits, I mean, everything. Oh my God, it is like crazy. And here's the deal. Right now, you can complain all you want, but it's not making a difference, is it? The reality is we should mind our own business and really find out what true health care is and what really loving and caring for ourselves and our family truly is. And most people don't know that, and it's not their fault. But I will tell you this much. People go, oh yeah, why is he doing that? Why is he selling a cardio med bed now? Why is he selling a Cellsonic? Well, because we have to bring down the thunder. A Cellsonic has the highest vibrational pulse of any energy medicine device out there, capable of fracturing displaced calcium and creating ionization for the calcium to go back into the bones, or creating electrical activity to get the scar tissue back into beautiful connective tissue, because the difference between scar tissue and healthy tissue is just circulation and electrical conductivity. Are you with me? And it's the God's truth. So now we know that they're using all types of invisible frequencies, and they're using light to attack us. So guess what? We got to bring up our game too. And understand something. When you're dealing with a cardio med bed, you can deal with somebody that has a 92% blockage in their heart, and in 35 hours completely give them a new set of arteries. Oh, and guess what? Nobody's ever going to attack me for this because it's absolutely true. You can have a cardio med bed where somebody's got neuropathy, arthritis, or they can't, or they have impotence, or they have a prostate problem, or they have a gut problem, or they have a brain problem. But when you are actually using a cardio med bed, which you see these cuffs right here, and what you're doing is these cuffs go around your calves and go around your upper leg and around your pelvic region. And what they'll do is they'll contract in between heartbeats. And when they do that, they're pumping 60% of the blood from your body up into your core, here, up into your lungs, up into your brain. You understand? Your head's not going to pop off, I promise. Okay, we always let you come on for 15 minutes and we go on soft and then we increase the strength and then a lot of people fall asleep. The one thing is people don't understand is 1 hour on this is a more powerful workout than any other exercise you can do on the planet. Isn't that crazy? And all you're going to do is lay there. And this here will give you perfect circulation. And if you have perfect circulation, what would you have? What would you have? You'd have perfect health. That's what you would have. That's why it's so powerful. You know, people can talk to me about Teslas, and they can talk to me about Rife, and they can talk to me about all this energy medicine equipment out there, but perfect circulation trumps it all. Because now you're getting the nutrition, you're getting the oxygen, and then I already told you, we use a cell sonic regeneration device, and guess what? With that, we can create calcium ions that get the calcium back into the bones that's been displaced. That helps. But we also know the calcium ions actually do over 120,000 hormonal and chemical processes. But how about this? The electrical pulse from the cell sonic will actually shut down inflammation. That's science, it's true. And what will it do? It will activate scar tissue and bring it back into more connective tissue because it's like, oh my God, it's alive. And what do you think it's alive? It's all about electricity. It's always been about electricity. We are electromagnetic, light energy being, and the better our circulation is, the more we enjoy our life. You know, the reality is I try not to mention it so much anymore, but I'll be 67. We'll find out what I'm like when I'm 77 and 87, because I know I'm going to be there. Because the reality is this: when you learn how to love and care for yourself, and when you've got great circulation, and you've got great electrical conductivity in your body, you know, whether you want to believe this or not, a child is electrical. Oh my God, she's such a light, isn't she? Oh my God, the light's gone on that one. Okay. And I want everybody to understand something. How many people have heard that when you get older, your metabolism slows down? Do you know that that is not even true? That that's actually a lie? Your metabolism doesn't shut down? I'll tell you what happens. You get so many physical blocks, whether it's scar tissue, calcification, crystallization, or just old mucus and poop rotting inside of you. And every physical block, okay, and those are physical blocks inside of you. You don't even know you have adhesions, scar tissue inside of you. That's what an adhesion is. That's what a lesion is. That's what a tumor is. That's what a fibroid is. If you had perfect circulation and electrical conductivity, you wouldn't have any of these things. And no, it's not genetic, so let's get that off to the table, right off the table, and let's just keep it there. So I'm not telling you have to come for Cell Sonic. I'm not telling you have to come to Cardio MedBed. But I'll tell you something, Tora, she has a 5-star healing retreat. So do I, in Mexico. And then we've got Lorraine on here. She has a Cell Sonic. She's in Calgary. And we've got Magdalena. She's in Toronto. She has a Cell Sonic. The reality is we know that it's about training, not treating. But we also know that if you're going to treat someone, why don't you treat them and give them what they're missing? We're not here to turn down the burner. We're not here to do pain management. We're here to actually master the pain. Realize that pain is a GPS. And that's what it's all about. And you'll find that if you want to go to my Perfect Day Guide, it's free. Go to pdgfree.com. And why don't you test everything I just said? Because it's all in here. Whether you're talking about an eye problem, ear problem, vaginal problem, any problem in your body, this is a take action manual. Oh yeah, I've got things about my nutraceuticals and the courses, the master classes, but there is so many take action steps on an emotional, physical, nutritional level in here that you can take. There's a ton of blender drinks, salads, soups, how to create the perfect day, a whole plant-based keto diet, and then why you should come off a keto diet after a while. Because a keto diet is not something you should stay on forever. And that's the truth. Because you don't want to be too lean and too keen, because we need fats. There's so many things that we go overboard on, okay? And just understand, all of these beautiful practitioners on today, when they do a consult, when you call them and recall them and recall them, guess what? They're not going, I'll have to charge you, oh, it's you again, or I'll block your number. It's, guess what? I'm here to help you. Because understand something, if we don't teach you how to be your own practitioner, then we've actually failed you. And I do mean failed. I don't really care for the word, but we failed you. And the reality is, I don't know if you know this, but remember the medical doctor that lived in your little village, your town, and everybody knew him, he made house calls, and you could call him anytime? Well, guess what? The whole thing was a setup. They created a wall that you can't get at the information, and that might be good for you too, because the medical system's not really into healthcare. Okay, they're into medical care. And I'm not trying to put them down, because for emergencies, they're the one to go to. But the reality is guess what? You know how the planet has changed in the last 25 years? In the last 25 years, it has changed more in 25 years than it's changed in 1,000. That's not me making that up. So guess what? If you want to win the game, then learn the new rules. What do you think, Tora?
I think you're spot on the money trail, Daryl. Thank you so much for sharing that. There's so much wisdom in that, and I hope that everybody who's listening is really understanding and is letting it sink in, because we really live in a time and we live in a society that is thinking, and all we're really doing is inviting you to really connect with your authentic self and to find strategies and really become a detective. You know, we live in a toxic world with toxic beliefs. All the supermarkets, all the shops are full of poison. And this beautiful journey of increasing and raising our vibration, I love to see it very much as a game. And all I do really in my work, in my connection with my clients, is really teach them to play the game that is actually really benefiting and nourishing them. And then after a while, when we really, let go of our dysfunctional beliefs and our toxic habits, as the inflammation and the calcification and the toxicity is really released from our cells, and we become more and more high vibrational, then this health game becomes much easier to play. And the beautiful thing is, by having these incredible energy medicine devices, what we can really do as practitioners is to really accelerate the healing, the detoxification, the removing the calcification, the scar tissue, the adhesions, the heaviness that we have been so imposed by. And once we really realize that, we are light energy beings, and we tap into that vibration. And in the beginning, it's like a train. In the beginning, it's very hard to sort of, it's a new thing that we're learning, and we have to sort of iron on the grooves and, become comfortable and let go of the things that no longer serve us. But after a while, as you maintain momentum, you actually, go from the train that's going along the terrain, the countryside, and you actually turn into a plane or a bird that learns to fly. And to activate with this energy and this vibration is the biggest gift we can give ourselves in this lifetime, because then we are no longer stuck and we're sort of sliding off the cliff with the rest of the herd, but we actually find our authentic self, and we find our God spark, and we find our energy and our passion and our purpose. And in this work, all I really do is I give people their life back. I invite them to connect with their authentic self, activate the self-healer from within, And then it's amazing what happens on a vibrational level, you know, and everything we eat, we think, we drink is a completely different experience.
And you do treatments on people in Coffs Harbour and in that whole area, but you also, what she really does, the same that we do at Doc of Detox, is we do personal treatment and trainings here in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, Mexico. And I'm telling you, if you live in Australia, if you live in New Zealand, if you live anywhere that you can take a flight to get there, I'm telling you that she has a beautiful place on the beach that you can go to for a personal treatment and training. And I don't know, do you have all the personal treatment and trainings up on your website yet?
I'm getting there, Daryl.
It's okay, but if anybody wants to know some of the personal treatment and trainings that that Tora does, I do them too. Go to dod5star.com, okay, and check them out. And then if you are in that part of the world, please call her. And you can go there for 3 days, or you can go there for 3 weeks. And understand, you need to get this. I have a gentleman, he's a doctor, he's probably listening to this right now. Beautiful man. I won't be meeting him because he's coming on Saturday, and I'm flying out Saturday to do a Canadian lecture tour, which we'll talk about in a while. But he was coming for 2 weeks. He was coming to learn the Wolf non-surgical, how to do it. He was going to get it on his whole body because that's what happens when you learn it. And he was going to learn it and get it. And then he told me his situation, and I said, look, come a week early, please. And then I explained it to him because we need to get rid of those issues in your tissues because you need to be able to groove and move around. And I said, and you get Cardio Med Bed, get Cellsonic, get Wolf Non-Surgical, get on the juicing and the Perfect Day diet here. By the time we get through that first week, you'll be on your groove. So then he's got 35 hours for learning the Wolf Non-Surgical, and we bring in Dr. Sage Wolf teaches it, and we bring in somebody that he will work on. And so anyways, this is how it works. But the reality is he's going to be so ready for it. He's going to enjoy it that much more. And so these are the things, but also people aren't coming just for Wolf Non-Surgical or for training. A lot of people that come to Tora, they're coming because they've never heard of self-love and self-care. And the way that we do it, the 12 loving steps and all of the different things, and engaging in their own healing, becoming their own practitioner. Maybe you want to talk about just a little bit about what you offer in Australia. Tora?
Absolutely.
And Tora also has, oh my gosh, they have a retreat. I don't know, it's 240 acres or something. Once you get over 100, I think it's just, whatever. It could be 2 million acres, but whatever. And, they got the kangaroos and all the other stuff going on there. They've got this beautiful place where you could go fishing if you want, if that was your deal. But they have a beautiful place to stay. And to get there, you actually have to drive through this river and then, just hope you make it. But yeah, I'm kidding. Tora?
Yeah, so we have 2 beautiful retreats. The first one is the beach, and at the beach, and it's a little bit more sort of domestic, for someone who likes really the city comforts and also loves the seaside. It's a beautiful 5-star personal treatment and training house that's really set up, and we have all the incredible energy medicine. So we have the Cellsonic, we have the Cardio Med Bed, we have the Vitron Light, we have the Avicen, we have a vibrational plate, we have also a new addition is an ice bath and an infrared sauna. We have a vitamin D light. So it's really the whole integration. And the shortest stay is 3 days, and it's really a kickstart into really finding and activating your health. So it's really an injection in really understanding, feeling, embodying what it is to really be nourished, supported, and activated on every level. And then I offer until 10 days, which is a very intensive program where you have treatments. We do beautiful rituals, blender drinks, juicing, also water fasting, and it's really tailored around everyone's experience. So, some people come that are very low vibration. They need a lot of help and a lot of love and a lot of really activation. Others just want to come for a detox, for a water cleanse, or for ultimate water fast, or for a juice cleanse or something like that. And then it's more of a sort of a resort, 5-star, a relaxation experience. And on the farm, it's actually 530 acres, Darrell's. It's 300 acres of the most beautiful lush rainforest. We have waterfalls and massive swimming pool, like natural swimming pools to swim in. And this is really a place when someone needs to come for a longer time, so it comes up to a month. And, you know, we do the beautiful vibrational healing, the energy medicine devices, we do the detoxification, but also really walking in nature, spending time completely quiet, and also helping me in the garden. And sometimes, you know, when we have a disturbance on an energetic level, the best thing we can actually do is to be in nature, not to do very much. So, you know, it's a very different experience. And once again, it's completely tailored to where you're at, what you need. We have 3 beautiful girls, so you know you eat with us, and we have you know, we follow the perfect day diet. It's beautiful, high vibrational food, and you know, I grow most of the veggies organically myself, and yeah, it's just quite a different experience. And sometimes, you know, to actually go out of the environment where the dis-ease or you know, the problem was caused, to actually activate healing, it's very helpful to be out in a completely new environment where you are held, where really you have a chance to be reprogrammed and really find what it is to be within yourself, have a sense of peace, and really reactivate who you are really meant to be. And, you know, being healthy and vibrant and alive is our birthright, but most of us have just not had that environment that we can thrive. And so we go from you know, where things are very hard and things are very sort of survival mode, to really giving our beautiful clients their life back, really giving their spirit back. And I lovingly hold their hand. There's some tough love. There's really, you know, looking what their obstacles are, what the chokeholds, what are the patterns, what are the limiting beliefs that have held us, made us so small, and has really shut down our spirit. So it's really about activating your light, your energy body, and what it is to feel healthy and vibrant and alive on all levels. So yeah, that's what we do.
How do people get in touch with you, Tora?
So the best way to get in touch with me is to send me a text message or call me on 041 399 3493, or send me an email at thora@tklifestylesolutions.com. And I also just wanted to quickly mention that I'm also the host for the incredible training that Dr. Darrell Wolf, Dr. Sage Wolf, and the beautiful team of master trainers, Lorraine is one of those incredible women. We are doing that again in Australia, in Coffs Harbour, in August. And we're doing all 3 offerings of the Whole Life Coach, which is going to kick off on the 7th of August to the 15th. This is the most amazing, life-changing, life-saving certification to find your authentic self, to really crack your coconut from the inside out, to find the beauty and really connect with your brave heart, your passion and purpose. And this training is life-changing. And then Dr. Sage Wolf is going to be taking the Wolf non-surgical bodywork training. It's the most powerful, activating, life-changing bodywork in the world, really taking apart calcifications, scar tissue adhesions. It's like a regeneration. I always say it's like, you know, when we go to the dentist and we have our teeth cleaned, it's like that on a complete cellular level. All part of our body actually is changing. It's just so beautiful. And then the beautiful Lorraine is going to take the pain-free pelvis and disease prevention masterclass from the 30th of August to the 1st of September. And it's a life-changing 3-day immersion for women to connect to their ovarian palace, their beautiful divine feminine spirit. And I've only been on this journey of really activating and getting in touch with my divine feminine for the last 2 years. And it's been, it's been just so beautiful, just really to understand, you know, the power and the vitality, and, you know, that we don't have to suffer and be shut down in those regions. And it's really, you know, giving these beautiful women their life back and really activating what it is to be a divine woman, a goddess in this life. And out of that, we are then, you know, so much more able to, you know, love others because our cup is full, love our children, love our partners, love the ones in the world. And yeah, to see beautiful, activated, powerful, healthy, vibrant humans is the reason I do what I do. And I'm so honored to have Dr. Wolf and the team again in Australia. We're also going to be doing free lectures in most capital cities, starting on the 13th of July in Melbourne, then the 17th in Sydney. Then we are going to Brisbane on the 20th, Byron Bay on the 21st, and then Coffs Harbour on the 24th. And for all of those things, you can go to bhnuniversity.com, go to the links to apply and to make a booking. Or once again, if you have any questions about these trainings and certifications, please give me a call on 041 399 3493. And if I'm busy with a client, please just send me a text and I will get back to you as soon as possible.
Thank you, Tora. And can you also put your phone number up in the chat? Okay.
Of course.
All right. If you can do that, and put it up on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
And just know this, everyone, if you don't have her number, you can't get in touch with her, you can always call me on my WhatsApp anywhere from around the world at 469-861-9454, or on FaceTime, or you can call my extension 5 on our 800 number on dial pad anywhere from around the world. It's not going to cost you. Thanks, Tora. And now we're going to go to Toronto. Hi, Magdalena.
Hi, Daryl. How are you?
Oh, I'm just great.
I am wonderful, fantastic, and healthy like all of you.
You've come a long way, Magdalena. Magdalena is quite the person. And listen, everybody, I want to tell you something. This is the first time that she's ever hosted us. And it's a big deal that she's done this because it's very expensive to host a lecture in Toronto. Just know that. And I have not done a lecture in Toronto for, can you believe this? 1 second. 14 years. So anyways, if you know people in Toronto or around the Toronto area, everybody, then please get in touch with Magdalena or get in touch with me. You know, the lecture's free and it's called The Day with the Doc, but she'll tell you all about that. Magdalena, would you like to tell people about what you're doing in Toronto?
Yes, I got the practice in Toronto, and I got the Celsonic if you have any physical pain, and you are welcome to give me a call if you need some advice. Also, we are excited to host Dr. Daryl, as you know. He's coming to Toronto on May the 4th, Saturday, from 10 to 3 p.m. And it's on the Monte Casino Hotel. It's 3710 Chasewood Drive. It's on Toronto, close to the subway, Allen Road and Sheppard area. So you are welcome to come. It's free. And you can give me a call if you are interested. You can discover a lot of things there, how important is the emotional intelligence for us, and to have proper nutrition and the power of nutraceuticals that we have. This elevates your health and well-being. And you're going to learn so much, and you will learn how emotions can become the issues in your tissues and pains that we have in our body. You will learn so much. It's going to be amazing.
Thank you, Magdalena. Magdalena, how many languages do you speak?
Well, I speak Spanish, Italian, and English.
Okay. Well, you know what? It's okay if you want to speak Italian or you want to speak some English or you want to speak some Spanish. And the reality is, everyone, I want you to get something really clear. She is an amazing therapist. She does Wolf Non-Surgical. She does the consultations. She has the nutritional products there. She knows her stuff. Remember something. This is her third language. So please, just understand something. She has come. She's an amazing therapist. That's all I want to say. So she may be grasping at words, but she's not grasping at how to help you heal yourself. So I want to make that perfectly clear, that if you live in the Toronto area or even further away, just know it's worth the drive, it's worth the call, and she knows what she's doing. And I'm just so proud of her for coming on here, because you know what? She's still searching for the words. And understand, most people that take my course, okay, and English is the third language, okay, would never come on a show. So I just want to tell you that, Magdalena, I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
And you know what? You just stand in that power that you have, okay? All right? Thank you.
Thank you so
Lorraine?
much.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you,
love.
dear friends. Have a wonderful day.
Lorraine?
Gracias.
Gracias.
Grazie.
Yes, I am going to be hosting Daryl in Calgary here on April the 10th. It's coming up real quick. That will be Reverse the Irreversible, where you will learn about how beautiful these bodies are, and the fact that there is absolutely nothing that the body cannot reverse when we give it what it needs. And that's the biggest thing, on a physical, nutritional, emotional level. And we need all of that. And we'll be doing some Wolf non-surgical. And so there may be a person or two who will get to benefit from that. And we'll have the Cellsonic there. We're going to be doing bone density scans. It's an ultrasonic machine. It takes about 5 minutes, and we can figure out where your bone density is, which is a picture on how healthy you are also. And we're going to have the Bioptron there and the Avicin and products.
And if I can say something, Lorraine, just know this, everyone, that we'll also be doing the bone density with Magdalena. If you want a free bone density, then come to the Day with the Doc with Magdalena. Come with the lecture Reverse the Irreversible with Lorraine and the Day with the Doc. We're doing free bone density checks, and we are going to be doing spot checks of the non-surgical and prove to you that it is an issue in your tissue, and that Wolf non-surgical within 2 to 3 minutes can take things that you've been dealing with or trying to deal with for years. And this is the truth. We'll be doing the same thing with Magdalena, Lorraine. Also, I haven't had it totally confirmed, but I think that we're also going to be with Shalou in Barrie, and we will be doing a Day with the Doc, and we'll also be doing a lecture there. And at the end, I'll promise I'll go over the times and the days for that. Lorraine, take it away. Thank you.
Yeah. So I just feel so honored to be able to bring this information to the people, this district, all of you guys. It turned my life around, and I get to watch other people, who anchor really solid on all of the 4 pillars of the perfect day. These are the people that are getting the results. These are the people that are starting to understand how the body really works and really start loving these beautiful bodies. And, I was working on a gentleman earlier today, and we had a big discussion, probably about 20 minutes, a half hour before I even got started. And just getting him to understand how important it is to really start honoring and loving the body. And, in the library, there's the Braveheart 12 Loving Steps. We've got to get through that. We've got to be able to understand how we can come back to loving these bodies. I counsel people all over the world, and the ones who do, like a lot of people, most people will do the diet, no problem. A lot of people will do some of the products, some of the nutraceuticals, and some of the people will do some of the exercises we ask, but there's very few that actually jump on the emotional stuff. And in my opinion, from what I have witnessed in my own life and the life of the people that I'm helping, it's that emotional connection that we really need to work on. We have to learn how to love this body first and foremost. If you want to be that bright, shining star for your family, you've got to learn how to love yourself first, because you cannot give what you do not have. And, I get to sit back and watch the changes in people. It is so, it's such
Profound.
it's profound. Thank you. It's profound. The changes that are happening. I worked on a lady. She had her stomach. She had a hole in her stomach, and she had to have emergency surgery. And a year later, she comes into me, and the scar from the surgery is about 1 inch wide. They used staples. You could see where the staples went in, and they were still like as if she had it done, I don't know, 6 months ago, not a year. And I worked on the abdomen. We did some cell sonic to begin with. And that helps to, like Daryl said, that helps to open up the crystallization, calcification, and scar tissue. And then I worked on the abdominal area, and especially right around the scar. And then I did some cell sonic again at the end, just to bring that love vibration back into the body, and give the body the profound healing after all the work. And I saw her 10 days later, and that scar, when she came in, was kind of a gray black. And when the first time, and when she came in the second time, it's pink. And the marks on either side where the staples were, you could barely see them. They had come back to the same color as the rest of her skin. And the movement in the abdominal area was profound. It was like she had a 2x4 running up where the scar was. And, this is giving people their quality of life back. Because when you can't move and you can't digest, and, the large intestine is stagnated, you're falling apart, things are falling out, we've got to understand how the body works and start giving it what it needs in all respects of what it needs. So on a nutritional, with the diet, with the exercise, and the emotional work, we need it all. This work brings everything together, and it is so easy for anybody to understand how this works. It is so easy that, an 8-year-old would be able to understand it. And that is why I love this work, because it's getting results where no other therapies and protocols are doing it. So,
and if I can say something just to add to what Lorraine has been talking about, I want everybody to get something. I get it. You may need surgery, but after you heal, you're not healed. You're all wrapped up with beef jerky. When you do an abdominal surgery, you have 2 to 3 inch feeders. They're called adhesions. In the brain, they're called lesions. And those adhesions and lesions will take you down. And if you go to a Wolf non-surgical therapist and you get the Wolf non-surgical, I'm telling you right now, even without the cell sonic, you're gonna go, wow. It's just the cell sonic just brings you there that much faster and that much quicker and that much easier. So no, we're not trying to sell the cell sonic and go, you gotta have it. But I will tell you this much. We do not give back or we do not get rid of scar tissue. We restore the light, the frequency, and the circulation. And that's where the scar tissue vanishes. Now you see it, now you don't. And understand something. Through our work, you need to understand that the scarring that you have can completely be removed, that you can't even see it. I don't care how bad it is. The scar can be removed. Are you willing to do it? Are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to do the work? Not just that, but the clapping, the DMSO, the essential oils. Are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to take the nutrition? Are you willing to get the hydrogen and the oxygen back into those cells? Are you willing to do the work? That's the deal. Scar tissue, listen, let me tell you, the worse the scar tissue is after surgery, the more traumatized the cells were. Did you get that? The worse the scar tissue is, the more traumatized you were. You just better make sure that that surgeon has love in his heart when he goes to do it. He's having a bad day. Just remember energy. And remember this, that you know what? You need to be really good to yourself if you have surgery. You need to be eating high vibrational and non-sticky, glicky, constipating, dehydrated, processed foods. You want to do the surgery, but just know this. After any surgery, that area is going to be numbed out. Oh, I don't have any pain anymore. Yeah, well, that's because it's all beef jerky and there's no electrical energy. There's hardly any circulation in there, but you're as stiff as a board. But I know, but I don't have any pain. But how about not having any of it? And even if you are stiff as a board, you don't have any pain, how would you like us to go in and unravel the scar tissue so that you can have freedom in your joints? So let me tell you something. There's no joint that we can't unlock. Well, that's not true. I just lied. There was a lady I worked on, and she was in bed for 15 years. Okay? And everything shrunk in her. And I tried to unlock her. But I don't know if it was the emotion or the physical or both, but I couldn't get her unlocked. But that was the only person I didn't unlock. But there are other things like cerebral palsy. Sometimes you can't do that. But I'm not talking about those things. Those are the rarity. Those are the exceptions. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. You embrace what we're saying, because guess what? We're going to give you a money-back guarantee on the first treatment. We are. First non-surgical. We don't even have to do the cell-sonic, but we'll just do the non-surgical. And we're going to show you that in that first thing, it's all about scar tissue, guys. Whether you're talking arthritis or you're talking about a tumor, it's just a bloody rumor, okay, that it's, irreversible, or you got to cut it out. Well, if it's not a life-threatening situation, and it was only caused from inflammation, which all of them are, then give yourself a chance. If you're not in a life-threatening situation, and if you are, go see a doctor. If it's not a life-threatening situation, all you got to do is give us 1 hour. 1 hour. But it won't take us that long to prove it to you. How about 10, 15 minutes? 10, 15 minutes. I can work on somebody for 10 minutes, and then I can say, okay, try it out. We're not done yet, but just try it out. How do you like your new joint that we're just working on? How does that muscle feel now? Go buy yourself some beef jerky and chew on it, okay? All that is tissue that no longer has the life force in it, and all we want to do is bring back the force. May the force be with you. Lorraine?
Exactly. You want that force to be with you. And when you can open up those blocks, that calcification, crystallization, scar tissue, when we can open up that, the spark of life goes back into that area. And, depending on what's going on up here will depend on how long that spark of life stays there. Because if my thoughts are, I was diagnosed with this problem and I'm going to have this problem for the rest of my life. If I really believe that, then that's exactly where you're at. That's where we're going. You will get relief from the treatment, but it's gonna come back because you haven't dealt with what's going on up here. You're still not loving your body, or you're so connected to whatever that problem is that you don't want to let that go. So it is, let's get down to the issues in your tissues and let's let them go. And that's why you need all 4 pillars working. And that's why we get the results, as because we're coming at it from all 4 angles. And if the person we're working on does the work, they get the results every time. And it's such a blessing for them and for us to be able to witness this. I'm just so thrilled to be working and doing this work, because it is profound. It just is profound. There's nothing else that works like this work does. So if you've got any issues in your tissues, come out to one of the lectures. You know, like I said, we're April 10th, which is a Wednesday here in Calgary. And then we are April the 13th, which is a Saturday, and in the afternoon, for the Day with the Doc. Come out and just see what it's all about. You can find more information of the exact place it's being held and the timing by going to bhnuniversity.com. You can register there, or you can give me a call and register. My number here is 403-605-9216. And I am so ecstatic about hosting Dr. Wolf here in Calgary. It is, so it's life-changing. That's it. It's life-changing. If you want to change your life, then come to the lectures and, you know, start doing the work. And that could be as simple as downloading the Perfect Day Guide and start going through it. So that is at pdgfree.com, and start going through it. And then once you've gone through it and you've got the idea, maybe then you'll want to get a consultation. And then you can go to docofdetox.com/consultation. And you can pick out whoever, you know, you resonate with there. I am the senior consultant, master consultant, and I am a trainer and for the pelvic restoration and disease prevention masterclass. And you know, this fills my light, and I can't take the smile off my face because this is beautiful work, and it is changing people's lives.
Thank you, Lorraine. And just know, everywhere I go, like I said, when you come, if you want us to do a spot check on you, we'll work on some area and we'll prove to you that we're not just, that we're real. That's all. And we're going to be doing bone density scans. If you want one, come early. We're going to be doing, like I said, spot checks. And can I run through that with everybody? So let's take a look here. So I'm going to be in Calgary, Alberta with Lorraine. There's her phone number. Wednesday, April the 10th, there will be a meet and greet at 6:30. Lecture at 7:30 until 10:30. All right? And that's called Reverse the Irreversible. No more drugs, canes, surgery, or wheelchairs. And you can say, wow, well, that's really, really peachy keen, Daryl. But yeah, prove it. Well, we prove it every day. And we'll prove it to you too. If you've got passion, you got purpose, and you got things to live for, and you believe that you deserve the best, okay, then let's get started. One baby step at a time, all right? The next thing, we'll also be doing a Day with the Doc on Saturday, April the 13th. Okay, we have a lecture from 12 until 4 p.m. Okay, and we will be showing there. Can you, keep it on me if you could. Yeah, back and forth is great, Raph. I appreciate that. You're doing great, man. Saturday, April the 13th, 12 to 4 p.m. And Lorraine, why don't you opt in and tell everybody where it is, because you didn't love.
Okay, it's at Luminescence, which is the corner of McLeod Trail and Heritage. There is a strip mall there, and then there's a professional building, and it's in the professional building. I believe it's 8180 McLeod Trail, and it's Suite 20. So when you come, you want to come around to the back side, which would be the north side of the building. There's lots of parking, and then you'll see Suite 20, and you'll be able to walk right in.
Thank you so much. And then I'm going to be off to Kelowna, British Columbia, and again, we'll be doing the same thing. Bone densities, and if you want us to show you the non-surgical on an area that everybody says can help you, or you just have to keep going to someone every 2 weeks, we don't need to do that. We're going to give you some things that you need to do for yourself, and we'll bring down the thunder. And that means unravel the knot that has been pressing on the nerves, that's been giving you all this pain, okay? All right, so Kelowna, British Columbia, Doc of Detox, you can call there, our 800 number, extension 0, if you want to come to the lecture. That lecture is going to be and that's on Bernard Street, okay? And the meet and greet is at 6 o'clock, but it's free, reserve your seat, 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, and then at 7 o'clock, I'll lecture till 10. All right, and it has the same name, Reversed Irreversible. And then we're going to be off to, we will be live on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook with all these lectures. Okay, so if you can't make it, I get it. Okay, and then we're going to Oliver, to Trish Seidler. Now, she is a master trainer, and she is doing a grand opening. She built a new clinic, okay? Built a new clinic, and it's a grand opening. It's a day with the doc from 10 a.m. to 3 o'clock. And you can call Trish at 250-689-0146. And then I'm off to Toronto, and I'll be with Magdalena, and we'll be at the Monte Carlo Casino Hotel. That's where you'll be rolling the dice if you come to see us. No, I'm kidding. And Magdalena's phone number's 416-669-9351. And also, there's somebody here. Let me see. Who was it? Monica? Wanted your number, Magdalena. 416-669-9351 is Magdalena's number, everybody. And she's in Toronto, right downtown. Okay? Well, not downtown, up at the 401. I meant she's central Toronto. And we're going to be lecturing Saturday, May the 4th from 10 a.m. to 3 o'clock, a day with the doc. Okay? And we'll be in Toronto for one day. And then from there, we're going to Barrie, Ontario, and the very next day, which is Sunday, okay, we're going to be doing a day with the doc in Barrie, Ontario, and we're going to be doing it at Chalou's Clinic. So you can call Chalou at 705-828-2257, okay? And then on Monday, we're doing a talk called The Emotional Chemistry of the Parasite Party. I'm going to prove to you that you have parasites because of your emotional vibration, okay, and that you've created issues in your tissues that say, honey, I'm home to every parasite like fungus, bad bacteria, and worms. Because guess what? Viruses aren't a parasite. They're not alive. They can't jump 1 inch less 6 feet. Oh my God, really? Yep, really, truly. Okay, so now, and then I'm going to be in Barrie, Ontario at Kathy's, okay? Monday, May 6th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then I have a lecture at Chalou's that night at the Simmering Kettle, and that's on May the 6th at night. So I'll be at Kathy's, all right? And she has a clinic also in Barrie. And then at night, I'll be going and doing the Simmering Kettle. And then from there, where do I go? I don't even know where I'm going. I know where I am right now. I'm in Ixtapa, Mexico, and this is probably the most beautiful place I've ever lived in my life. This is where you'll find DOD 5-star healing retreat. And if you're come to Mexico and you want treatments, please give us a call. We do treatments, okay? But we have somebody coming here every week or every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending on how long people come. We have a 5-star location. It's all top notch. You can go to dod5star.com. And you know what I want to do? I want to thank these beautiful ladies for coming on and understand everybody. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for my staff. All the people that you don't see, all the people that aren't on here, all the people in the background, Carla, Rafa, Connie, okay, Andreas, Sandra, Drake, Nat, there's too many. There's approximately just over 20 people that actually help to make all this happen. And we're going to be bringing our Braveheart Nation app within 2 to 3 months. It's going to change the face of health. It really is. Okay? And I'm opening up Wolf Studios here in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, Mexico. And we're also going to be doing every 2 weeks. So it would really be great, Magdalena, if you lived here. because I need a translator. And the reality is every 2 weeks we're going to invite, okay, up to 100 hundreds of the local Spanish people where we'll have a translator, and we'll be helping them out with their health. And I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of other things. You know what? Find your passion, find your purpose. And you know what you need to do? Find your purpose and passion, and then gift the world with your beauty. Tora, would you please give your phone number? We have Mandy wanting to know what your phone number is again, if you could say it slowly.
Yes, my phone number is 041 399 3493, and I also will put it in the chat.
Thank you so much, and thank you, ladies. 3, 2, 1. We got this when we come together. And like I said, thank you for all your support. God bless everybody.